Habits can be good or bad. They're the things you do without thinking, like putting on your seatbelt when you get in a car or forgetting where you left your keys. Habits are made through a process called habituation. It begins with a trigger, like seeing your gym, then moves to a routine, like stopping in for 40 minutes of cardio. Finally, it's rewarded by the rush of endorphins and the feeling of accomplishment. If you repeat this pattern often enough, it becomes ingrained in your brain, and you'll keep repeating it without having to think about it. Many of us do not know when these sequences occur, but the moment you begin to note them down, you begin to control your habits. Building new habits is all about picking an identity and sticking to the actions and behaviors that identity entails. In other words, you have to establish boundaries. To accomplish this, start by deciding what boundaries are necessary to succeed in your pursuit. For example, if you want to become more organized, determine how you can set up your environment so that it helps you stay organized instead of hindering you with clutter. It would be difficult at first, but like with everything in life, it gets easier as time goes. You're not likely to develop habits that stick if you don't understand why you want them. A pattern is just a ritual you often perform enough to become automatic. Maybe your goal is to lose weight, but you choose to walk to work every day. Maybe your goal is to have more cash in the bank, but you open a savings account every month. Finding purpose behind a habit gives it meaning and makes it easier to sustain over time. Rational and emotional energy drives our actions. Using both reason and emotion when applying a new habit will cement the habit through repetition, leading to automaticity. We are more likely to stick to a new routine when we have an emotional connection to it. At this point, you should have a good understanding of how habits work, and your motivation is critical. You can craft an actionable plan to make a habit stick with that knowledge. This will require some self-discipline, but it's not about beating yourself up. Remember, the key to forming new habits is sticking to the plan you set out for yourself. It takes time to make something a habit, but it is essential to take each day as it comes and goes. Try the new routine for 21 days to ease yourself into it. Start the early days with a mantra that motivates you. This could be in the form of positive sentences that you say to yourself. The next thing you should try doing is to track your progress. Every effort matters. Try to follow all of the little efforts that